Good morning. Well, like I said, it's the first time I've spoken today. I thought I'd take you on a day when I was a supply teacher today. So I woke up at 6:30 and I got ready. I had a shower, did my skincare. I am currently wearing a Primark jumper with some leggings from O&T because I'm going to Pilates this evening. So it's part of my routine. I'll go to the gym or work out at home in the evenings because I haven't got time in the mornings. I'm more of a morning workout person, but I'm prioritising sleep over that now because I think it just works better. And yeah, so I've just had my food and I'll show you what I had. And then I'm out the door to catch a train. So this is kind of my breakfast. So I have a ginger tea, a barbells, protein, strawberry milkshake. I can't really eat solid food in the mornings unless it's a banana because I feel sick. A glass of water, my vitamin D, magnesium, and I've just taken my iron supplement, which I take before I eat anything in liquid form. It's Sparto. I'll show you those later. And yeah, so now I'm just going to get myself together and get ready to go. And it's pouring. So this is my ginormous bag, and inside it's got everything I need for today. I've got my packed lunch, got my water bottle, underneath is all my gym gear, you can see my hairbrush, money, things all in this bag. This is a Nordace backpack, got it from Mum and Dad for Christmas, so thank you Mum and Dad, really, really good. And my lunch today is Forelli's, sun-dried tomatoes, artichokes, olives. There's pumpkin and pine nut Forelli's for lunch today, and yeah. So I'm trying to fuel myself enough for the gym this evening. Flat white to start today as I walk in to work. I'm currently in nursery, so I've got to golf this before getting in there. Guys, it's the next day. Why that my neck is a different colour to my face? I'll have to fix that. Yeah, it's the next day. I just want to jump on to say about like what happened yesterday. So we have chicks in this class that I'm supplying in, which is very exciting. So 2 of them hatched yesterday, which was wild. And then I went to the gym. I went to a Pilates lesson, which was really fun. And yeah, and I had dinner. I went to bed. I'm going to do a proper quick sit down of what it's like to be doing supply and how much money you can earn and all of that jazz later. I thought I would end the video just having a bit of a quick discussion about my life as a supply. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know I left my full-time teaching career in December 2021 after 7 years of teaching. I've been doing supply since May 2022 and still am. I'm currently based in a school 2 days a week, as a consecutive 2 days a week. And yeah, I could take on days here and there as I want to. The school is very understanding and I cannot say enough. It's so nice to have people that understand when you go through things in life. And if I was looking for a full-time teaching position again, I probably would go with that school because they've been so kind to me and understanding. And I've actually made friends, which is nice. But just to let you know, so I joined an agency. It was quite a new agency. So there's so many agencies out there. Quite a new one last year. The guy was really nice. Shout out to Mark. He literally explained everything to me because I'd never have done this before. And if you're doing supply, it's like a contractor work. So you come in on a day, you get paid for the day. If you don't work, you don't get paid. You don't get paid for the holidays, things like that. And like how to get paid and things, because a lot of agencies don't do that. They let themselves out to an umbrella company which take a cut of your wage, your weekly whatever you take home. So he explained that all to me, and I decided to go with him because I felt like I needed something, like people who were genuine. And like this was before I signed up to his agency, which was great. Yeah, so I've been based around London. I travel currently about 35 minutes to the school I'm at, which is absolutely fine. Like I was walking to work before this, and that was like 5 kilometers here and back, like 5k there and 5k back, because it was COVID. I'm not based in inner city London, which I actually enjoy. Coming out of an inner city London's schools, it's refreshing to go into the outskirts. Obviously, Ofsted the same, everything's still the same, like targets, things like that. However, it is a different vibe. Also, you meet a lot of different people. Like I've realised from being in and out of the highest pay ranges, basically, that there is a lot more people out there who are actually from London, if that makes sense. Like all the teachers I used to meet in my old job were all from other places in Britain, around the world, and it makes sense because people will gravitate towards the highest paying wage. So I'm an M6 plus 3 years teacher, so if you are in your teaching career, you can basically go through the ranks of teaching and you get your pay increase as long as your children in your class achieve a certain level, and you don't do anything stupid basically through your job. And when I left my job I was M6 plus a year, but now I'm M6 plus 3 years. I do not get paid the highest rate for myself, and there is a reason why for that. I chose to go with this agency because I needed people who would understand the situations that I'm in, especially with like my mental health things, and then obviously what happened in December with my mother-in-law and things like that. I needed understanding, and this agency completely understood me. Also, like when I used to have a bad day, I could call my agency and be like, I had a really bad day, I did not like the school, and I could tell them about it, and he was like, you never have to go back. You choose, we won't put you back there. We just wanted to see how it would go. And I really appreciated that. And I know that's probably the same with most agencies, but I can actually, if I had any issues, I could call him straight away and he would listen and help me. And also like he also said that if there's any disputes with the schools and things like that, he deals with it, which I was really grateful for. So yeah, and I currently, so I get paid on a day rate. So I take every Friday, I get paid. I get paid weekly. And then you have to think about the tax. So when I, excuse me, when I went with the umbrella company, they did that all for me. Now, I did not want to have the stress of dealing with tax returns and things like that, even though I will also have to file a tax return because basically I'm self-employed. But they just dealt with the tax for me and my national insurance. Now, the thing is, when you do sign up to an agency, they do take a cut of your wage, obviously. I know that in most inner city London schools, my rate would probably be £2.20 if I took all the money myself. But with agency rates, they obviously have to take a cut. Yeah. Supply is actually a really good gig. Like, I took a whole month off, and then the school that I was based at really wanted me and liked me, and they wanted me back. Now, you've got to be careful when you do supply, though, because some places do take liberties with you. I am not, so I have a lot of experience. I've taught every key stage I've taught children from 3 to 11. I've had a lot of experience. I'm phonics trained. I am specialised in early years education. I have a degree in history and English, so I'm quite like, what's the word? Flexible. Yeah, so most places, when they see me, like, wow. And I was head of physical education. I had dealt with children, my majority of my cohorts of my classes were heavy SEM based, which is what's happening in schools right now anyway. I was deemed outstanding before, and it's continued through. So yeah, So I based in that school. I was based in another school in South London. It was a bit too far for me, higher pay rate, but it was a bit too far for me. Also, it was an outstanding school. I have realised if I ever go back into education, I'm not going back into an outstanding school. It is a lot. Like, I was used to 7 years where it was like being outstanding in a school is getting to outstanding's easier than holding outstanding, and it turns into a competition based type thing between you and other educators, and I ain't about that anymore. My head, no, and I can't be stressed out and things like that. So if I did go back into full-time education, I probably would go into a good school. I would not go any lower. If it was the right outstanding school, I would do it if I did decide to. But yeah, that's just hopefully a bit of an insight into supply. I'm happy to do another video going into the real depths of it all. I forgot to say what time I start and finish. By the way, I get to work at 8:30 and I leave at 4. Fantastic. I have a lunch break of an hour. Sometimes I have 15 minutes, sometimes I don't. I help where I can. I look after children, I teach. So currently I'm teaching nursery/reception, but I'm based in reception a lot more, which is not my favourite place. I'm a nursery teacher. I love nursery, but I'm not really a fan of reception because it's just like too much for me. But I teach phonics, I teach maths, I teach science, I teach, which is understanding the world, I teach communication language, I teach personal, social, emotional development, teaching all these things. But then I am also, like when I was in the other school, I was doing PPA cover. I was based in reception, then I was based in year 1, then I was based in year 4, then I was back in year 3, and then I was asked to do year 6. So it's really good if you're an educator who wants to see what's more out there, to like get your skills and to see what other year groups are like without signing a contract. That is another big thing. Yes, my advice is supply and then sign a contract, because it's the worst possible thing is getting into a school and locked into a contract where you can't do, like, you're stuck basically. And in education, if you to leave in December, you have to put your resignation in October. If you want to leave it, so it's that kind of thing, you've got 3 months still to, like, you've still got to do proper. Education isn't easy. It's worth it though if you do want to do it. Like, I am proud to say I'm a teacher, and I'll never ever take off my proudness of I am an educator, and I'm proud of what I've done. And all the teachers that I know who are fantastic, of pushing yourself through hell, do the supply role to see if there's other schools have given you a different chance of up, or just leave it completely. But I'm proud to say I'm a teacher, and I'm proud to say I'm a supply teacher, and never say never. I could go back into education in a different form or become a full-time teacher again, who knows. But I hope this clears up a bit. I know I'm a bit of a rant, but I hope this is a bit of an advice-y type day of a live supply, which is all the videos before, what I do, and I hope it's clear for you. I'm not here to attack anyone or anything like that. This is my opinions, and also opinions of people that I have spoken to in the past who work with loads of different people who've been in this industry for many, many years. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like another day in a life supply, maybe a bit more detailed, please let me know. It is really hard to get footage. If you're a teacher, you know. Trying to get footage during the school day, like even like me trying to get a picture of me eating my lunch, you forget. Or you got a child banging on like, hello. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.